Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22. With me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday the 7th of March. Mods have been a bit sparse of late. I've been informed Giants are busy with various different projects. We've got mods today. I don't think we're getting mods tomorrow, Friday the 8th. So make the most of what we've got today. We have some updates as well. The map Black Mountain 22 or Black Mountain Montana by Poor Boy and Hoot has had an update. That says a new save game is needed. Sumiduro Farm by Andrade ML Modding, Wesley Franco and Renegados Modding has had an update that doesn't say if it needs a new save game or not. The John Deere Gator Pack by Black Sheep Modding, the Class C450 C660 Headers Pack by Voyage-tastic, the Pons Harvester Pack, Pons Forwarder Trailer, Pons Scorpion King, Komatsu 931 Harvester Pack, all by HR Forst und Fahrzeugbau. We have got the Annaberger HTS 11D.04 spreaders by Vertex Design, the Brewery Field Pack by Patrick, the Lizard RT24 by Calarurga Modding Design, the Lizard Dumper Road Train by Senior Vertex ZT Modding, the Coulter Rail and Bar by LS Picks by Paul, the Pons Alpine Synchro Winch by HR Forst und Fahrzeugbau, Great Production Pack by Chen Ben, the Garage with Storage by Nelu, the Small Silo Set with Buying Station by Top Ace 888, Tree Trunk Fences by Top Ace 888, and the Landscaping Extension for Zylonka by Top Ace 888 have all had updates. We start then with this, which is a pack. We've got 16 plus mods today. 16 mods but some packs, so more than 16. This is the large pack of houses plus 10 by Rajot GPLAY, 57.47 megabytes download, 40 slots on console for the first building, 110,000. That's got a sleep trigger. The rest of them, the plus 10, are decorative buildings. They are 4 slots up to 15 slots being the maximum. Each house is 10,000 each. I'll show them in just a moment in the build mode. So as I said, sleep trigger here on the first one. Very nicely detailed, this first one. MrSealyp said, oh, I'd like someone like that. You know, these things get thrown in, don't they? Yeah, so 40 slots, 110,000. That's under farmhouses. And then we got the 10 various different buildings. Some of them have got bits around the back. Like I say, these are decorative. Yeah, we've got some that have got sections on the back as well. I'll just swing around here. That's rather a nice looking one. Various different designs. Build yourself a little housing estate. Or there might be just one of these you think, oh, you know what, that would be perfect for the map I'm on, whichever map it may well be. Under build mode, under farmhouses, just there, the slot count will come down to 2 for the first one, which is the farmhouse. And if we go up to our decoration, go to others, and we start just there. So we go back along our line. I'll miss one off the end, didn't I? So that one there. I said 10 grand for each of them, then that one, then that one, that one, and we'll scroll through. The very last one, I stopped there, but there is one on the front here. Is that one just there. There's no colour options on any of these. You get them just as they are, and all of them are full rotation, not 90 degree only or anything like that. There you go. This one just here. That's the large pack of houses, plus 10 by Rajot GPLAY. Next we've got the German water hydrant by Redphoenix, which is just here. This is a working water point. 0.86 megabytes download, 1 slot on console, 1,250 to buy. The water is free once you've purchased it, and you will find it under build mode and under containers. That was where it was. There you go, just there. Slot count will come down to 1. There's no colour option on this. You get the hydrant just as it is, and as I said, come around to the front there or around it. It will say refill if you've got your help window open, and it is free once you are filling. That's the German water hydrant by Redphoenix, or Redphoenix. I almost said Redphoenix. Redphoenix. Next to that, we've got the homemade blinds, which are these two just here, also by Redphoenix. These are 2.05 megabytes download, 2 slots each, and 750 each to purchase. You can actually go up into these. Some of the ones we've had before, the scale's been a bit peculiar. Although that's being said, I feel a bit tall. If you crouch, you're a little bit below the window. If you stand up, you're a little bit above the window. But anyway, the fact you can go into them. Again, build mode, decoration, others, just there, and the slot counts come down to 1 on these. There you go. You've got the green blind and the brown blind just there. Next we have got, oh yeah, filled edge markers. The filled edge markers are also by Redphoenix. If we go, actually, we'll walk over and have a look. I do like these. These are pretty cool, actually. There's been certain maps. I think Griffin, Indiana was one of them. I was trying to mark a boundary, and I was going to put down cones. It didn't really work very well. This would have been perfect. So these mark your field edges if you're not sure from a distance. These ones are a little bit trickier to see. I don't know if they may be under headlights. You might be able to see those potentially. But we do start with the plastic drum on a spike, on a post. We've got a paint tin. We've got a bucket. The detail on these is very cool as well. Then we do have the 2 small posts there, 2 slightly larger posts, and we have, I think what's supposed to be a rock. I think it's just a lump of rock. Looks like a bit of granite, something like that. So these are 0.35 megabytes download. There are 2 slots for each of them. There are 8 of them, 1 through 8 I've put on here, and there are £10, euros or dollars each. Again, build mode. Again, decoration, description. Decoration, and these were back this way. So we start there. Slot counts on these, all of these come down to 1. There's no colour option. I thought I'd better check that. No. Get it just like that. And they're all there for positioning. That's the filled edge markers by Redphoenix. Next we have got the Finnish machine shed. Now there are 3 in this pack. The pack is by Jamo. It's these 3 here. As you can see, we do have colour options on these. This is 10.42 megabytes download. We've got 9 slots, 6 slots, and 9 slots. Can you guess which one is 6 slots? Colour choice, I've just said, yeah, by Jamo as well. These you'll find all of these under sheds. Blimey, what's the matter? I couldn't find light switches, so as far as I'm aware, lighting is automatic. I did have a bit of a scout around. I did wander around as well. Sometimes you get the option for L3 or circle somewhere in the building, but there are lights up here and there's lighting on the outside, so I'm assuming that is automatic. The small one's a peculiar one because when you get up close to it, it's at your kind of head height. You kind of have to duck to come in. I'm not sure what you would put in there. It's very low. But it's what it is. And then this one here, we've got a side door and we've got the main door. Very clean. Kind of a workshop feel to this one. Again, as far as I know, lighting is automatic. Under build mode and sheds, just there. So I've started that end. So it's 50 grand for the Finnish machine shed. That was 9 slots. 50 grand, slot count comes down to 1. That one is 15 grand. Slot count comes down to 1. That was 6 slots, and that one's also 9. That's 70 grand, and the slot count comes down to 1 on that. If we go to place 1, we can scroll through the various different colour options, like so. That's the same on all 3 of them. That's the Finnish machine shed by Jamo. Next to that, we have got the grain storage. This is by, I want to get this right. This is by NoobFragz. 12.29 megabytes download, 7 slots on console, 45,000 to buy. I don't think there's a colour option on this. I didn't write down colour option. It's a very big building. And it's only 45 grand, which is pretty cool, actually. Nice animation, nice sound effects. We do have a light switch. I think we've got a light switch either side of the door. We turn on or off our shed lights. We do have a partition for our grains. If you are going to store grains in here, you can pile one lot up and one lot up if you want to. Or just store vehicles. I mean, you can put whatever you like in it. It doesn't have to be grain storage. That's almost like a cathedral window, isn't it? If that had stained glass in it, It's got that kind of style, that kind of look to it. Well, that end as well, actually. If I come this side, I'm sure it's... There we go. Also under build mode, also under sheds, right there. Slot count comes down to 1. I thought I'd better double check. No, no colour option on that. And again, full rotation. That's the grain storage by NoobFragz. Next. Oh, this is quite cool, actually. I'll jump over there. I'm going to start right here. This is the Lawn and Firewood Customers by Hilly Farms. I like this for an immersive gameplay experience. 2.27 megabytes download. We've got 6 slots for the first 3 and then 3 slots for the second 3. So this is designed to be placed anywhere on a map. You need to obviously own the land to be able to place it. But anywhere where you've got houses, you've got gardens, that kind of thing, you can place maybe one of these, or you could put one at every house if you wanted to, but one of these maybe in one garden. You've got the firewoods here on this one, and you've got a tarp. You've got a green, you've got a blue, and you've got a grey. That represents the different amounts of money someone's prepared to pay you. You can put your grass cutting, so you can cut people's lawns, and then you tip it there, and they pay you for cutting the grass. Green is best price. That's someone who's feeling very generous. Then you've got the blue, which is, you know, a standard price, fair price for the job. And I'm sure it said miserly in the description, is the grey. So you get the worst pricing, unfortunately, if you put the grey down. But it's up to you how difficult you want it to be. Now this one, as you come over here, it says sell wood, which also allows you to bring timber and stuff here. But it's designed for it to be this sort of stuff, or thinner bits, or you chop up things like I've put into the trailer just here. So smaller logs or larger logs you've chopped up into sections like that. I can put that on there. Hopefully this is going to work. Did it say that? Oh, that's curious. Does that need to be in front of here? Oh, there you go. There you go. So your wood needs to be in front of here, and the lawn, the grass cuttings, the lawn mowings, the grass cuttings are done onto the top. And then the ones out on the end here, these are just tarps. Again, we've got a green, blue and grey for the various different prices they're prepared to pay. And these are just for grass cutting. So if you want to do firewood and grass cuttings, you want to use these ones. Just grass cuttings, you want to use these ones. I have got 3 different Profi hoppers. Each one is full because I'm curious to see what you'll get from each one for dumping a full load. But I just think as an immersive thing, under production, under selling points is where you find them. Scroll back this way, so we've got different pricings. So for the green is 75, best price. For the blue is 50, and for the grey is 25. And then just the tarps on their own, we've got our green, again 75, we've got our blue at 50, and we've got our grey at 25. So the price is the same, just depends which one you want to go for. So let's start that up. It does take a while. I'll hop off and leave that going. What was that? Did that say 74? Is that all? Wow, okay. That's a bit boring. You have to do a lot of lawns. Mind you, again, it's that thing on the scale of playing the game, because you know, a microcosm of a real world experience, you want to make more money to be able to do stuff. But if you cut someone's lawn, they gave you 75 quid, I think you'd be quite happy, wouldn't you? That was 50. So is that what they're going to pay? What you actually bought them for? That's curious. I mean, I suppose it depends what you've got. This is 1,200 litres. That's just kind of ironic, really, that could be the case. Yeah, There you go, same amount. That's incredible. The same amount of grass in each one. What are the odds of that actually happening? That paid 74, that paid 50, that paid 25, but it just gives you some indication of, you know, you will get 3 different prices. Don't go for the miser. Anyway, that's the lawn and firewood customers by Hilly Farms. Next we've got over here, these are pig shelters. These are decorative objects you can put inside your pig pens, pig enclosures. If you've got the sort of open pig pastures, those kind of things, you could place 2 or 3 of these around if you wanted to. This is by Redphoenix as well, 0.22 megabytes download, 3 slots on console, under build mode, under decoration, under others. Right there, 750 to buy, slot count comes down to 1. Again, with these, no colour option, you get them just like that. Place them down wherever you want. I do like the bit of sort of dirt and stuff at the bottom section where it meets the ground. Almost kind of homemade, really. Bit of plywood across the front, a bit of corrugated metal across the top. That's the pig shelter by Redphoenix. Next, we've got the sheep barn LShape by MISSYB. This is 3.65 megabytes download, 6 slots. Have I got this right around? 6 slots on console, 97,000 to buy, and will hold 200 sheep. I think that's right. Gate does open here. Dialogue box is just the other side of the gate. Just here. Feed trigger. We do actually have 2 feed triggers. One this side and one that side. Depending on which side you want to feed them from. But you can do both. We come round the sides here. Oh, no, that's... Hang on a minute. Have I missed something here? There's no bedding required. Water is automatic. Wool pallets spawn here on the corner. Let me just double check that. What is that? It's one of those things I took it for granted it was a certain thing. No, just feed in wool. There's nothing about bedding for manure. What is that tipping point for? You know what? I do have some straw over here. Bear with me a second. Well, that's a curious one. I just tried straw in here. Nothing trigger came up for straw. I just thought I'll bring some more hay, because that would give us 3 points for putting hay in. Wasn't for hay either. It's nothing. Let's have a look. So under animals, we are under sheep, and this one out on the end. I just wondered, did it say it was storage for bales, a capacity of any kind? It doesn't say it does. How curious. Well, there's a trigger there for something. Anyway, that's the sheep barn LShape by MISSYB. Next up, we've got the cow pasture, also by MISSYB, which is just here. I did wonder if that trough, the scale of that was right. I think that's got water and automatic. There's nowhere for putting water in ourselves. So cow pasture by MISSYB. This is 3.37 megabytes download, 11 slots on console, 80,000 to buy, and it will hold 100 cows. We've got our milk point just here. Dialogue box for our animals is just there. Feed trigger is down the front here. Bedding trigger is over here. That's what made me think the other one was for bedding, but it wouldn't let me put straw in there. This is your bedding trigger for your straw. Slurry point is just here. When you do put your bedding in, it beds up on the beds, which is quite nice. Often you find it just does the entire floor, but we're getting more and more of these where it just beds up the bedding area. There's no light switch for the lighting. There is lighting in here. I couldn't find a light switch anywhere. And then as far as I'm aware, that is a built-in manure point. It's not showing any manure on there, but as you can see, it does have manure showing. So manure will appear here when it is produced. Build mode, animals, under cows. Out on the end there, 80 grand, slot count comes down to 1. It does say 1 million litres, I think, as far as I'm aware, that's for the manure storage. Could be for milk. Just says 1,000,000 litres. That's the cow pasture by MISSYB. Next up, we've got the cow barn. I like the design of this. Light and airy. This is by Piesel. It is 17.85 megabytes download. 42 slots, 115,000 to buy. It will hold 97 cows. We have our dialogue box just here. Doors, gates do open, as you can see. Again, when you bed up, the bedding goes onto the bedding areas. So our dialogue box is... Well, I'm not getting the option to close the door. There we go. Come across this side, we've got a slurry point. This does open and close as well. That's pretty cool. Come down the side, we've got a side door just here. We do have lighting there. Feed and bedding trigger was just in here in the main section. These doors do open either end as well. That's very cool. And then we do have in here our sort of parlour area. We do have a little office just there. Close the door. We do have a little kitchen just here. Door opens the outside as well. With our milk trigger just there as well. What is cool with this as well, I like this section out here. You've got a bit of storage here. There is a door that comes in to the animals, but you've got one on the other end as well. So for storing of bales and things, it's pretty cool. Little ramp there, but what I do like is this. There's a hayloft there with a ladder here. You can't pick that ladder up. However, if I press open gate, look at that. Come up that, and then get to, it says open gate. Then you got the ladder up into the hayloft. That is really cool. Close gate. Nice feature that. Very clever. And we've got a light switch here as well for the sort of more exterior lights. Say for the more exterior lights. For the exterior lights. They're more exterior than the other lights. But yeah, that's cool. Under build mode, he says. Under animals, under cows, second one in. This one does have a colour option. As you can see, that's how it comes standard. I've got a green roof. We scroll through and change out a roof colour like so. That's the cow barn by Piesel. Next, we've got the Finnish sheep barn. So we had the Finnish sheds, or Finnish machine shed by Jamo. This is the Finnish sheep barn by Jamo. 10.4 megabytes download, 14 slots on console, 80,000 to buy. It will hold 80 sheep. This is a very low profile building. No lighting. There's lighting, but no light switch. So I'm assuming the lighting is automatic. Wall pallets will spawn on the inside just here. Feed trigger is along here. Bedding is automatic. There's nowhere for the bedding to go. And there's nowhere... Yeah, the bedding is here already. There's nowhere for it to go. It's on the floor, but you don't have to put any in. Doors open all the way around, and then our dialogue box is in this doorway just here. Again, as you can probably tell by the colour, under build mode, under animals, under sheep, second one in from the end. This one does have colour options as well. We scroll through there. There we go. Those are our colour options on the Finnish sheep barn by Jamo. Next, oh yes, this is a curious one. This did this in the garage menu, or in the store menu, and it also does it on the ground. This is the 3-point pig carrier by MrSealyp 7.95 megabytes download, 2 slots on console, and it will hold 1 pig However, it keeps falling over. And when it falls over, it rocks away, and it's not always easy to get it hooked up to the 3-point. Just something to be aware of. The poor pig takes a bit of a battering in there. If we go into tools and then animal transport, just there, scroll across, there it is, 1,700 for our 1 pig 3-point pig carrier. There you go. Boom, fell straight over. And it's doing it in the menu, which is a bit of a worry. Main colour, anything on this palette here, does that. Design colour does the colour of the mesh, the wire. Let's go for something else that stands out maybe. There you go. As you can see, those are our choices. If you take it to a dialog box, it's fine. We can raise it and lower it. The door doesn't open on it. So then, I suppose I can do, but if I lower it now, if I detach it, it will rock away. If I can get it to hook back up straight away, look. There you go, I managed to get it hooked back up. But it will just do that until it kind of gives up. I'm not sure why it's doing it. Maybe it will get an update. I just feel sorry for the poor pig in there. But there you go. That's the 3-point pig carrier by MrSealyp22. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard Scorpio Bale wrapper by Bartson V3. 5.41 megabytes download, 5 slots on console, 13,000 to buy. Nice and cheap for a bale wrapper. I think it does 125 and 150 centimeter bales. I don't think it does 180s. I'm pretty sure that's what it says in the description. If we go to our bale wrappers, price-wise, it's pretty good. 22 grand is an average-ish price for bale wrappers, but it's just there. There you go, 13 grand. Yeah, 125 to 150 it says. I'm sure I read it somewhere. So we'll set up standard 2, 3, 4, back to standard. Now it says number of foils 3 or 5. Now it puts the rack on for 5, but doesn't actually put the foils on for 5. But you can have 3 or 5. Then you've got wrapper design. So this is our. Where are we? There we go. That's our bale end turner. So you can have a bale end turner on there if you want to. I've gone for the bale end turner just to show you it working. Then we've got foil colour. Any one of those for our foil colour. License plate option on there as well. So if we start this up. Nice smooth animation, nice sound effects. We are good to go. I've got a couple of 125s and I've got a 150. Set to automatic drop. We can turn our automatic drop on or off. Making sure we get a good wrap on that. There you go. Good to go on the next. And then we'll try it on a 150. I mean, it does say it does 125, 150. There's no reason why it wouldn't, but doesn't hurt to check, does it? So, bale end turner, if you're new to the game, why would you need a bale end turner? Well, because these are round in profile in a certain direction, if you are baling and wrapping on a hillside, and you unload it and it's like that, it can roll down a hill, it can roll away, it can end up in bushes, trees, wherever, in a river. A bale end turner tips it that way, so it sits nice and flat, stops it from rolling away. Now, what often... No, that's a generalisation. These are often used in a field, but can often be used as well stationary in a yard, and the bales get brought to the yard and then they'll use a skid steer loader or a telehandler and just spend ages just loading up rather than taking it out into the field and going round and round and round. They bring all the bales back and do it all in the yard and then stick them, you know, in a stack. Either way is done. Not one more than another. I will say that. I like it. I like the price as well. Pretty cool. The Lizard Scorpio Bale Wrapper by Bartson V3. Next we have these. This is the Marshall QM, and I'm saying QM11. Could be Roman numerals for 2. But I'm going to say the QM11. This is by John Deere, 2450, 16.53 megabytes download, 10 slots for the first one. On console, as you can see, we've got a silage version, hydraulic opener, but we have carrots in this. So this will take, even in its silage configuration, it will still take everything, which is nice. I like that. And this is the smaller version. This is just a, what's the best way? It says in the description, obviously a flappy opening, but obviously that's hydraulic. That's not. There are a few different choices we can go for. Nicely made and detailed. We've got some nice decal options. Farm gate to dinner plates. Good food comes to those who wait. Sorry for the delay. That's if you're stuck behind them. I'm one of those people. I love being stuck behind a tractor. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. Big smile on my face. Hey, they've got a job to do like everybody else. Part of the QM range. So, you find this under trailers. Right there, 18,900 for the base model. Slot count comes down to 1. So we've got swinging, there you go, swinging grain door. And then swinging grain door with hatch, so your smaller opening, 14,500 litres. You've then got hydraulic grain door with hatch, 14,500 litres. Then we go to swinging silage door with extension. So silage door is 24,900, with extension is 28,100. Then you've got hydraulic silage, 24,900, hydraulic silage with extension 28,100. Then we're back to our swinging grain door. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, Lizard. Back to Trelleborg. Under Trelleborg, no option. Michelin, no option. Continental, those two. BKT, just that. Vredestein, those. Lizard, and then back again. So you've got QM range, no or yes. So you can put that on the side, the decal, if you want to. You've got farm gate to dinner plate decal on there, yes or no. Rear beacon, yes or no. Cover, yes or no. Now the cover option is not available if you go for the silage options. Cover is only available if you've got the smaller version. Main colour does all of that. Design colour does the chassis and the hydraulic sections if you've gone for hydraulic openers. Actually, let's go back up and then put that on. There you go. Hang on. There you go. So hydraulics on there. Oh, sorry, I take that back about the cover. No. Oh, it's a small one. What am I talking about? It just changes the cover. It's the large ones I said doesn't have them. Oh, I'm having an absolute nightmare. But as you can see, the bits that are green are design colour. So we can change the design colour like that. So all those bits now become yellow. And then the next design colour is cover colour. Rim colour, we do have a silver. And then again, anything else on that palette if you wish. And license plate option on there as well. So, cover open and close. Unload. So that's not hydraulic opening, that's just sort of gravity as it opens, providing your hinges haven't rusted and it's still able to swing. It should swing quite freely. And then I went for the hydraulic opening on the silage one. There you go. Which actually raises the lid. The back door. Yes, I do like these trailers. There we go. That's the Marshall QM11 by John Deere 2450, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today and potentially for this week. And it's this. This is the Olimac Drago GT6 by STv-Modding. 6.78 megabytes download, 4 slots on console, 4.5 meters wide. This you will find under corn headers, third one in, 32 grand, slot count comes down to 1. We've got the Olimac Drago GT, or the Drago 2. Then we've got main colour, black or red. That's the same on both. We've got black or red. And that's it, that's your choices. We start this up, unfold. Nice animation. Start it up. Nice animations on that. And away we go. That's the Olimac Drago GT6 by STv-Modding. And as I said, that's it for the mods for Thursday the 7th of March and potentially for this week as well. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.